Hey, I hope you guys are doing okay today. We're just gonna be doing, this is gonna be a pretty short stream. We're just going to speedrun some Mario Kart DS, which I've done this in the past. I'm not particularly great, but it is something that we're gonna try and keep up with. So I think we can just get right into this. How you doing, Badgie? I'm going to share this with you so that you can see real quick. Tire screen. There you go. If there's anyone that's watching this via Twitch, I'd love to be able to tell how my audio is. I would hope that it's doing all right, that you guys can actually hear what I'm doing. But I think we'll be fine. So, like I said, I'm hoping this is going to be pretty short stream. But let's just start. So unpause. There we go. So we're just gonna be doing this. Set it to 150. Easy. We're gonna do in order, and then 32 races. And I think that we should be set. And so, yeah, let's just start. So, 3, 2, 1, let's go. If I don't talk much this stream, it's because this is a super involved speedrun, even more so than the Peggle one that we did. And so, as you can see right now, I'm trying to talk, and I'm just completely failing at what I'm supposed to do. So I'm probably going to be silent for the most part. So, there's that. It's fine.
Oh, the timer isn't going.
Ah, you fucking kidding me? We're fine. We can. Oh, that's funny. So I have it mapped to 1 on my number pad, or I guess it's just delete. But I accidentally hit 0, which is right next to it, or right under it. It's kind of funny. That's fine though. I was trying to talk through the first one, and it got just way too sloppy. So I'm perfectly fine with resetting that. So we're just gonna go back to races, set it to 32, and let's just restart that, because that was quite bad. So we're gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Two. fine. Okay. Now I'm feeling comfortable. That was a pretty good lap. At least for my standards. Let's see if we can finish it off, because I'm liking this run so far. Not really anything we could do about that. Let's go. First one done. Next course. No, I fucking hate Yoshi Falls. But I'm just gonna... We're just gonna get past this one, not think about it, and then we'll try and catch up on literally any other course.
Is there an actual advantage playing on easy besides just they're slower?
Not really. The only thing I can think of is that since they're slower, I just don't have to deal with them as much. I don't have to look at them or anything. And it's just, if there's less on screen, I'm able to focus a lot more. But there's basically no difference if it's easy or hard.
Yeah.
Because what it used to be was the speedrun leaderboard would only allow runs that were on hard. And, I think it was 2023, it was either 23 or 24, the moderators decided, you can put it on any difficulty that you wanted. So any run before then was always ran on hard, but since that date, people have been able to run with really anything.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter.
No.
It's not like playing on easy mode makes you drive faster.
No, that's entirely on how you're doing, so... Almost done with Mushroom Cup, we just got one more after this. Like I said, this will be a lot quicker than the Peggle speedrun. That thing took hours. This is going to take like an hour, hour 10, hour 20. I think my PB is hour 12.
How long do you think it would take to do all the missions?
How long it would take me, I'm not sure, but there is a category for that. Alright. 2. Oh, shit. Kinda getting pummeled right now. It's been a long time since I've ran this, so I'm glad. It's nice to be able to get back to this after a while. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Nope, nope, nope. I was trying to get a drift built up, but I just could not because of how much grass there was. And I just wouldn't be able to time it anyways, so. Nope, I went too early. Let's just get this a little bit more. There we go. 758 for the first cup. I don't know what that looks like extrapolated, and you can't really do that because the retro courses are just so much smaller than the 4 beginning cups. But if I did get 8 minutes for all 8 tracks, how long would that be?
8 cups. A little over an hour.
Okay. Now they do get harder, except for the retro tracks, but it's not that bad. Like, I've done it enough times where it doesn't make that. I think the only, like, wait, what super long courses even are there? Not really any.
I don't know the actual time for the courses.
That's fair.
How long is Bowser's Castle?
That's probably the longest course, if I had to take a guess. But it's, like I said, it's not that bad. Really. I think the longest course I would have is just whatever I'm the worst at. And the one I'm worst at's probably... forgot what it is, but I think it's DK's Mountain. That's probably what's gonna end up taking me the longest, just because I'm not great, but... I mistimed that, I think. Nope. Oh, you can't really drift here, I forgot. I mean, you can, it's just I'm not gonna attempt it.
I know I've seen, like, Rob used in some of the time trials.
Sorry?
I know I've seen Rob used in some of the time trials. Is there an advantage to it? Like, are some characters get faster?
No, it just has to do with weight class.
Sure.
Dry Bones is in the lightweight class. I do better with just this. So the main parts that you see being used, you'll see this being used, you'll see... I've seen a couple people use Waluigi's Excavator. The main combination I see, and what the current world record holder used, was, it was a mix of Dry Bones and, the Yoshi's, like, Egg Cart. And all of them have... The only reason these are the ones used has to do to one stat, and it's the drifting stat. And that is the only reason why these get used. Because it's just so much easier to snake.
Game run, because I think I've only seen, like, individual time trials before.
Okay. I've watched a couple full runs. Like I said, just before getting on this, I went on the current record just to... I wanted to see what they were using, and I was just trying to pace myself. See how far it is. I'm averaging, like, 10 seconds worse per lap, I think. Which, like,
I guess I get that many more drift boosts in.
Sorry?
I guess I just get that many more drift boosts in. That does seem like pretty much the only thing.
No, that 10 seconds entirely comes down to how good are you at drifting, and occasionally it's like, can you dodge the 1 or 2 blue shells you get? And besides that, every single run is basically the same. There's basically no, like, randomness involved besides, like, what items your opponents get. And that's about it.
Most of the items aren't gonna really matter. It's probably, like, the, mostly the blue shell, I guess.
Blue shells actually aren't the worst. The lightning bolt is, by far.
Oh, right.
Because at least you can... If you're good at timing it, at least you can dodge the blue shell. Which I get to attempt that right now. Because we just got a blue shell.
Does do mushrooms work for
Nope.
in this game?
Nope, I was trying to hold a drift for way too long. That was an awful idea. But I just wanted to show you it was possible.
Mushroom in this game?
Sorry?
Or is it just in the other ones, the later ones? Using a mushroom to dodge.
Theoretically, but at this... Wait a minute. Yes, but it also... Items depend on what place you're in.
Oh, so you wouldn't have a mushroom.
So you wouldn't get them in the first place.
Sure.
Oh, I meant to kill it. I'm feeling amazing about this run. Like, I'm not gonna get far or anything, but I'm very confident I can beat my PB.
good.
Or at least, like, if I don't fuck up right now. Which is still very possible. Most of the run hasn't happened yet. But I'm feeling very comfortable right now. I did it! Oh, let's fucking go! Well, that's how you do it. I just showed you why the lightning bolt's worse.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't done that in a long time. I always fail those because the timing's really off. And yes, before this stream, I did go into the settings and make sure that it'll save this VOD. Because if it didn't save this run, I was gonna be very sad.
It's interesting that you can see like the item boxes on the minimap.
Mm-hmm. That was a close one. Nope, 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 nope. that was unlucky.
In this stream, Luigi dies.
Yeah.
He drove off of a cliff and died.
I think that was it for Flower Cup, right? Yep. 1746. Alright. This is it. My least favorite track by far.
Is that because of the snowmen?
No, I just suck at it. I don't know why that is. I just am not quite comfortable on it. Oh boy.
Are you even gonna win this race?
Probably not. It'd be nice if I did, but...
Yeah. There's not actually a penalty for not getting first in a race, is there?
I don't believe so.
Other than
You just have to beat the race. Yeah. I don't think there's a penalty mainly because there's just... Do you know how CPUs work in Mario Kart? Do you know what rubber bandy is?
Yeah.
So basically, the farther in place you are, the harder the CPUs get. And, by that I mean, they will go at impossible speeds just to catch up to you, that like a normal person can't get to without glitching.
Sure.
It's worse in other Mario Karts, definitely. I will say that. Like, I'm trying to think of a really bad one. Can we do it again? Doesn't matter.
Because the lightning actually did hit you before the line, but there's
Yeah.
not really a way to avoid that. TikTok clock.
Yep. I might be worse at the Star Cup than I am at the Special Cup, which is kind of sad. Like, this and the level that we just played before, I think this is worse than, like, Bowser's Castle, Rainbow Road, and, I think that one starts with Wario. Yeah, that sounds right. And I struggle more with TikTok Clock and the one before this than I do on those. TikTok Clock, not as much so. I'm definitely worse at DK Mountain. Or, I guess, I don't know if it's DK Mountain on this one or if it's DK Summit. I don't really remember, and I frankly don't really care. But you get what I'm saying.
DK Summit was the one from Wii. With the half-pipes and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because I've played so much of both of them that I just merged some of the, like, more similar tracks in my mind.
Sure. Well, because I think the one in Wii, like, the PAL name for it is, like, DK Snowboard Cross or something.
I think that's right. I remember reading that somewhere. Oh, that was close. I'm never doing that again. There we go. Before stream started, I was looking around my room. And, or not my room, I was just looking around my, house. I was trying to find some form of a water. And we just didn't have any. And, like, all of the bottles are, like, dirty right now in the sink. And I don't trust myself with a glass up here when I'm doing anything on stream. So we're just not gonna drink it all. But it's only an hour. On DS, no. Absolutely not. DS by far has the worst amount of skips. Or, I should say least amount of skips. You like the 2D PNG of a Goomba?
Also the 2D image of piranha plants.
Mm-hmm. All of the items are 2D, like when they're behind my cart, like now. But those are hidden a little better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like the Goombas are just like blatantly 2D. Nope.
You get an item at least. That doesn't really help.
We get one fake item box.
Yeah.
That's a trade I'll take. Huh?
Does that even block shells in this game?
Most things don't unless you're turning. Because, in most games, items just come directly behind you, right?
Sure.
In this game, they curve and hit you on one of your sides. And so, like, if you're holding an item or something behind you, it doesn't actually block it. Because it'll just go around you. The item AI in this game is really smart.
Sure.
Like, maybe even more so than, like, current games. Because those still just go to... I guess it's less of an, like, a thing of, like, AI has gotten worse and more of, like, a deliberate balancing choice.
Yeah, like, they've purposefully tuned it to be less powerful.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, in this game, they're actually really cracked. Ah, shit. I was too busy looking at the side. That was my bad. That was really bad. Oh, let's focus.
I know there's, like, apparently a big shortcut on Rainbow Road you can do, but I don't... It might be, like, not possible unless you have mushrooms.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I don't know how to do that, so...
Yeah. It's like a respawn shortcut, I think.
Yeah, I have zero idea how to do it then.
Yeah. Interesting how, like, for most of Mario Kart Run, it went, like, console, handheld, back and forth. I guess the first two were both console, but, yeah, it was SNES, N64, then GBA, GameCube, DS, Wii, 3DS, Wii U.
And then Switch 2.
Yeah, Switch 2. I mean, I guess if you count Tour, then that's mobile phone.
Yeah. Here's a good question for you. Do you think Nintendo's ever gonna go back to making home consoles? Or do you think from this point on they're entirely gonna do merge? Or, like, the home/mobile?
I don't know. I think...
Because we've kind of found out that this is their bread and butter now.
They'll try it at some point, I think. But I don't know if that'll be, like, a long-term thing. Because, like, Nintendo, they don't ever really reuse the same idea for more than, like, 2 consoles in a row.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit.
They should have made the Switch backwards compatible with Wii U games or something. I mean, they basically did with all the re-releases, but still.
You can pay to be backwards compatible. $60 per game.
Like, because obviously the Wii U plays Wii games, and then the Wii plays GameCube games. It would be funny if they just put a disc drive in the Switch to make it compatible.
No, I can see them, like, like, if they tried that, they, like, put it only on the dock. You can only use it while it's docked.
Or there's, like, an extra peripheral.
I was way too busy talking to you. Fuck.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Keep talking. I find this fun.
Yeah. It'd be funny if they did that. Have you seen the picture where it's like, why can't my 3DS play SNES games? And it's just the picture of the 3DS next to a cartridge from the SNES.
The cartridge is half the size of the 3DS.
Yeah.
Probably more. Wait, I have a I have a couple cartridges over there. I can just check myself. But, oh shit. This is bad.
I think it's pretty close to the same size, actually.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I guess it's not faster to go through the flowers if you don't have a mushroom.
No, it completely slows down your acceleration.
Yeah, okay. But I guess that would be the one big time trial shortcut.
Nope, I couldn't get a boost up in time.
Or wait, is this the game where you start with a different amount of mushrooms depending on the cart? Time trials?
I don't know, actually.
Because I know that's a thing for one of them.
I've never really been a time trials person.
Sure.
Which is weird considering what I'm doing right now. Like, you think I would be the person who does time trials, but no. I wonder what it would look like if I took all of my best runs of each course, like from all of the attempts I've done in the past, and just like merged the best attempt of each cup just all into one. I wonder what that time would end up looking like, because all of my like previous ones are long gone. Even the one that I currently have on speedrun.com. The video for that is long gone. But I'm just wondering, like, what would it look like if I just glued all of those together?
I don't know.
I think if I did that, I get close, but not quite under an hour.
What's the
minute
world record?
World record is 52 minutes.
Yeah, so that's much faster.
Yeah. If right now my record is hour 12, like I said earlier. So I need to cut off about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Which, for Mario Kart, is not easy at all.
Right.
Like, 12 minutes, or not 12, 20 minutes is an eternity. Even 12 minutes is an eternity.
That's like, you need to get, that's more than a quarter of the run that you need to shave off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you need to drive 30% faster.
Thankfully,
to get world record.
I think the reason I'm so confident I might be able to PB here is because I was doing all of my previous attempts on, So, this is technically in versus mode, and I'm just doing all of them here, right? The reason that you do them in versus mode is because you don't have to, like, choose your character in Kart and Cup after every single Cup, right?
Right.
But I didn't know that was legal the first times I did this. So my minute 12 is me, like, going through probably over 2 or 3 minutes worth of nothing but just menus.
So now you got Rainbow Road and then the retros.
Yep. And thankfully the retros go way quicker than the modern ones go. Well, modern. This is all, like, very retro now, but... you get what I'm saying. The main DS courses. Can't really drift on this course. Way too thin. Oh, shit. I thought that was gonna make me, like, completely have to, like, go to Lakitu and whatnot, because normally if you get hit on any of those, you just I think this is the one where if you get hit on it, then you just fall off.
Okay.
But yeah, normally if you get hit on those over-unders, you just completely fall off the course. But apparently that didn't happen there. Ah, shit, that was bad. I don't know what happened there. Whoops. That's gonna be in the... when I submit this to speedrun.com, that's just gonna be there now. They're gonna be watching just like a normal speedrun. They've seen this a million times. Then they just watch whatever that is.
They've seen other people mess up.
Yeah, but like, I don't even know what caused that. That just happened.
You just drove off the course.
I just drove off a cliff, and I have zero clue why. Like, I knew... it wasn't like my thumb slipped or anything. I knew that was gonna happen. That was somehow like a semi-active choice. Yeah, you'll see what I mean by these are quicker, because these SNES courses, sometimes they take less than a minute. This one definitely takes less than a minute. Or at least it should take less than a minute if I can drift right.
Are you gonna try to go for like sub-hour at some point?
That's my goal. I'd love to go for sub-hour. If I ever get there, that's gonna be... like... I'm not expecting to place anywhere meaningful. But I would love to get sub-hour. So let's say... if it took me 5 minutes to complete each course from, or each cup from here on out, then I just barely miss out on sub-hour. Now, is that possible for me to do each in 5 minutes? No. No, not really.
Are you allowed to do the tracks in any order, or do you have to start with Mushroom Cup?
You have to start on the same one, but, there's an option where... So I'm doing this where... In the versus menu, I set this to in order, right? You are allowed to do the random option. So you don't really have to do this in an order. You only do it, like, not in any order, just because you,
It loses time.
It gets you in a groove and you know exactly what order to do everything in.
Yeah, because I guess,
There's no inherent advantage to doing it in order versus hitting random, but...
Well, I guess it gives you better splits, probably.
Yeah.
Because with random, you don't really have as good of data.
But, like, inherently from a run perspective, no, there is no difference.
Right. Yeah, this is one of those tracks that takes less than a minute, it looks like. Or close to it.
It'll be about a minute. I think I finish it like a minute 10.
Okay.
No, not even close.
Oh.
It'll be like a minute 20.
I guess I just missed where the start of the lap was.
And that's fine. If I dodged that, I was going into the wall anyways. Are you kidding me? Damn.
Oh yeah, there's no, like, cooldown for when the blue shell can be pulled in this game. I know in the, like, the recent ones, there's, like, a 30-second period after one is used. Or is that just for the shock? It might be. I don't know.
Not sure, actually. But, here is a super easy way to keep track of, like, where you are in a cup. For at least the retros. All of them are in a set order. So, the first cup of a track is always an SNES course. The second, track of a cup is always going to be a Mario 64 course. Third one is always a Super Circuit course, and the fourth one is always a Double Dash course.
That's interesting.
So there's 4 of each game before us. There's 4 from each of those games. So going by that, we are on the final course of Shell Cup. And that's a really easy way to tell. I just completely missed the boost. I gotta watch as we slowly went down from 5 viewers to none. So about 7 minutes.
Track what course, what what track number you just finished by looking at your points.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 10
Well, that's
per-
only if you get first each time.
Well, yeah, but you just get first.
For me, easier said than done. Especially when you're doing it on hard and not on easy. But thankfully I am on easy this time, because I don't want to deal with any of that. So if it takes me 7 minutes from here on out, what's 45 plus 28? It's super easy. It's just...
Well, you only have 3 cups left to do. 46
yeah, this time.
plus 21 would be, 67.
No! No, no, no!
Okay.
No! We can't finish it. I will purposefully wait out a minute. We can't let that be. Oh, that was bad. See, if you want to know what my previous attempts were like, you've seen how many just like really minor mistakes just like that I've made. And this is still on pace to be by far my best run. There's nothing I could do there. Oh, this is a long one. This is gonna be like a 3-minute course. Yeah. Just for context of, like, how annoying it would be for me to get, world record. So, before this, I was timing my runs on the first track just to see, like, what character I wanted to use and what I felt most comfortable with. And my best time that I ever got on, like, 8 attempts of that track was a lap for 31 seconds. In the world record, his slowest lap is like 28 or 26 seconds.
Okay.
He averages 26.
That's 5 seconds a lap faster than your best.
Yeah. So we're not ever going for that. Well, not ever, just right now it's not even in the card. Or it's not even, like, a talking point. Right now, I just want to go for sub-hour. That would be awesome. And this is my first attempt in, like, a couple of months. So, this is promising. You love all of the boost jumps that are too long for you to actually make?
I don't know how many attempts the world record has put in, but probably
thousands.
At least 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and I put in maybe 20. So.
Yeah, they probably reset all the ones at the start that don't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm. I would say the one thing I will have to learn is if you watch the world record run, and I highly recommend like pulling that up at some point and just so you have like an idea of what I'm talking about. His snake jumps are like, you press the snake button, bam bam, he's already boosting. Whereas if you look at like when I'm boosting, I'll show you. You see how it takes like about that long to pull off a snake?
Yeah.
Whenever he's snaking, it's always like snaky, he boosts, he'll snake now, boost, snake now, boost, snake now, boost. Like, it's just so much quicker.
Yeah. Yeah, that does seem like the main, roadblock.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I just have to learn how to optimize that. Because, like, if I can do that pace, I'm really happy. It's just that I can't keep up that pace for a long time.
Maybe Park being 5 laps is weird. I mean,
yeah. They're normally all like 7 or 9 or something.
Right? Something.
It's always an odd number. Oh shit, okay. It's Banana Cup. Okay, so we are averaging about 7 minutes on the retros.
Yeah. So, in order to get a PB, you have to finish these last 2 in, less than, like, 10 minutes each.
That's doable.
Yeah.
That's very doable.
Yeah. You're almost certainly gonna PB this, I think.
No major fuck-ups and we're there. I just need to keep pace with my final 2. Nope, nope, nope. I should have gone in one more.
Yeah, I guess you don't need to worry about, like, getting points in this one.
No. Which is nice. I like not having to deal with that.
I guess that's only a thing in, like, 3 of the games.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's 4. Yeah, 4. Or, no, it's 5, actually. There's the SNES.
My fingers.
There's the GBA. And then there's 7, 8, and World, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not a snaking-friendly match.
No.
Or maybe it's just because, since I forgot to boost at the beginning, that there's just too many people that I just bounce off of all of them.
You got the blue shell.
Whoa. That was a big jump.
Trying to jump out of the course.
I thought I was gonna go out of bounds there.
Yeah. Gotta be close.
You gotta go quicker. There we go.
Is being in the air faster or slower than being on the ground in this game?
I would assume slower. Like, speed-wise, it's probably, like, ever so slightly quicker. But the thing about that being in the air is that time in the air is spent, or is time spent not snaking.
Right. So I know it's, like, slightly different between the games. Which one is better? Because, like, a lot of the games you want to minimize your airtime.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess if there's no tricks in this one, that's a little harder to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a slow course. Okay, I'm much happier on this one.
Because I guess you gotta be, like... You gotta know when to switch between snaking and just regular drifting. You know.
It's not as easy as...
Ideally, you would just always be drifting in some way.
Which, that's how the world record is. It's just that, for me, that is not sustainable until I learn exactly... Like, until I learn how to consistently just, like, pull it off instantly. Now, the one thing I will say, which is interesting, basically nobody, except for me, uses the uses the US version. Everyone is either Japan or it's EU. Which, there's not really menus in this one. So that, it's not an issue where it's like, there's less text to go through. Because there's no text to begin with.
Right.
So my question
is... Well, I guess if it's a DS, would it even have the, like, the different perks? Like, for the different, like, frame rate, basically? I don't know.
I'm not sure what it is.
I know, like, some like all the launch at console games will run like slightly. You'll have more time to react because in PAL countries, their grid runs at like 50 hertz instead of 60 hertz, which means you get 50 frames per second and therefore more time per frame to react.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't.
We're getting Mario Karted right now.
Yes. Yeah. At least you didn't get hit by a truck.
That would have been the true Mario Kart. I just got, like, Mario Kart Mini.
It kind of feels bad having a version of this track and you can't drive on the bridge rails.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is too aggressive.
So I feel like it's not even the same track at that point.
Alright. We have to do it in 10 minutes.
Yep.
The nice thing about the SNES courses is that in the areas that are, like, technically off-roading here, you can still drift in those ones. Or, you can, like, still drift in the mud, which is nice. Like, on most maps, if I was drifting and I, like, went over that curve from the track to where that dirt was, it'll just cancel your, it'll just cancel your snaking. But on the SNES courses, and a couple of other... I think on the Super Circuit ones, too. If you go over to that off-roading, you can still continue snaking there. And, like, not just continue, but, like, you can start snaking from new there.
Okay.
Sorry if I'm not talking for this final course, I just really want to beat my PB. And we're almost there. Oh, that was bad. That was close.
Depending on how these last few tracks go, you could get sub 110. That might be.
That's the goal.
Fun.
That's the goal now.
Yeah, there's 2 more tracks after this one.
Yep. If I finish this in 40. Ah, shit. Come on. Two more.
So you got 2 minutes per race for the last two to get the sub 110.
Ooh, I don't think that's doable.
Maybe not.
I have to get sub 2 on this course. Because the GBA ones are always way shorter than the Game Boy or GameCube ones. So we have this, and then we have Yoshi Circuit is the final one, and Yoshi Circuit normally takes a couple minutes.
Okay.
Not doable. Wait a minute. If we could finish this in a minute 30, minute 40.
There's a chance.
This isn't completely out of the question. Oh shit.
And a little bit, I think, yeah.
That was definitely slower than the first lap.
Yeah, I don't think you can get the sub 110 here. Unfortunate.
Yeah, because like I said, Yoshi's Circuit takes a while. And I don't think I can finish each track in less than a minute. Or each... Oh, I would have to do like 30 seconds per. Yeah, that's not possible. I can tell you one thing, though. We're getting a PB today. I would have to perform, like, not just bad on this track to not get a PB, like, historically bad. I'd have to spend about 2 minutes per lap. Wait a minute! We can finish sub 111. Ah, shit. Never mind.
In the blue shell.
Maybe not if that happens. Oh, wait. Ah, fuck.
Actually, I think you might have the sub 111. Well,
Not if we keep getting more blue shells and red shells. Please don't Mario Kart me out of a 111.
2 more turns.
Please. Yes! Yes!
10:30.
We shaved off like 2 entire minutes.
Now just do that 10 more times. And then you have a world record.
That feels nice. That feels really nice. I think that was a good stream. I think I'm gonna call it there.
Get some water.
Get some water, yeah. That'd be nice. Yeah, that was a quicker stream than I thought it'd be. But, new PB. Hopefully next time we can get sub 110, because it looks very possible.
Right.
Yeah. That's about it.
Maybe if you don't drive off the course.
That single-handedly cost me the 24 seconds. I don't know what happened there. I think I'm gonna end up clipping that. Just, like, save that forever. Just of me randomly driving off the cliff. Take care.